welcome to What We Watch After Dark. My name's Nathan, a.k.a. the Midnight Joker. And today, we are going to be discussing, for our series on Friday the 13th, Part 3. Donna Kimmel has Chris Higgins. Richard Booker has Jason Voorhees. Paul Karaktica, Rick. Rachel Howard, Chili. Kathleen Park, Vera. And David Catton has Chuck. The director of the film was Steve Miner. Martin Crowe, Carla Watson, and Victor Miller. College age, high school, college age kids all taking a break out at a cabin that's real close to Crystal Lake. They had to build these sets and all that, so that's interesting. A man-made lake, in fact, but it didn't work out because after a day or so, they didn't put the right sealant on, and that lake just went into the ground. Anyway, moving on, I think we should go ahead and watch the trailer. Roll 'em.
Weekends are a good time to escape to the woods. Unless the weekend begins with Friday the 13th. Because 13 is an unlucky number. But out here, so are 1 through 12. Because these are Jason's woods. And nobody leaves them alive. Friday the 13th, Part 3. Jason. You can't fight him. You can't stop him. And now, you can't even keep him on the screen. Friday the 13th, Part 3. When it comes to killing in Jason's woods, Jason will come to you. Friday the 13th, Part 3. A new dimension in terror. It will scare you. Count on it.
Okay, now this information I'm bringing up is from IMDb. Please go check them out. I'll have the link below. The movie to me seemed very, very similar. I mean, we finally got the classic hockey mask, which is put on exactly at the hour when the movie. So, like an hour in, that's when he puts on the mask. And, of course, his machete is another thing. One of the things I forgot to bring up with the other two, and I'll bring up with this one, to me, this has a little bit of Hitchcock in it, in the sense of Psycho. It's kind of the same story, just with less killing. I find it interesting. I find the concept of that interesting. And they've even done shots, and even in this film, they pay homage to that movie, in my opinion. Psycho. Larry Zerner was cast as Shelley when the producer spotted him hanging out. Larry Zerner was also cast as Shelley when the producer spotted him handing out flyers for a horror movie and asked him if he wanted to star in one himself. Former trapeze artist Richard Booker was chosen to play Jason simply because Steve Miner needed a man for the role, being 6'3", tall, to give a little bit leaner look, in the sense of not so muscular, just powers of, being able to lift people up and crush their necks or whatever you got to do. The movie, I give, compared to it looked good cinematography-wise, but it was nowhere near as beautiful as some of those shots they originally shot for the first movie in Newark, New Jersey. I mean, so it definitely was, the very next year. Interesting enough, it was released on August 1982. I thought the blood and the horror was good. I thought showing him that he can't be killed was another interesting aspect. I mean, I wonder if you lob off the head or whatever, but it has so many classic elements in it. They're the same elements that were in the first two movies. Like I said, I'll give this one a 6 and say, you can watch it if you want to. Now, of course, next week, next Friday, will be the 4th installment of this, Friday the 13th. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more exciting to say about it. I also want to let you know I'm at 260 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm growing little by little, but I love it. If you haven't subscribed and you made it this far, you might as well go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. I'd really appreciate it. But even if you don't, just know this. I love each and every one of you. And I hope you love yourself. And remember, the wife wants you to bring home milk. You can have chocolate milk as well. I wouldn't show up without white. I love you guys.